Today I will demonstrate how to use Hydra to brute force SMB and RDP logins on a Windows machine from Kali. So first step will be to prepare our victim, I mean the Windows machine. So I will go to my Windows machine. So the first thing we need to do is turn on the RDP. So to turn on RDP, we need to go to settings, type here system properties, remote, and press enter. So you will need to check this option, allow remote assistance connections to this computer, and the second option from here, allow connections from computers running any version of remote desktop. So just now press OK. So your RDP is currently on, and its port number is basically 3389. So the next thing I need to do is turn on SMB, and its port number is 139 and 445. So to turn on SMB, we'll need to first press Windows and R together, and then we'll need to do this command wf.msc and press enter. After that, your Windows firewall with advanced security on local computer. So go to inbound rules from here, and you will need to turn on. So the first thing you need to turn on is file and printing sharing echo request ICMP v4 in. So you can see that it's enabled in my device. So another one is file and printer sharing SMB in. So this one, so you'll need to check this one, enable this one. This is enabled in my device. So these are few things you need to do if you need to like use SMB. And another thing is, after like enabling your device, like right click here and you'll need to enable it from here. So after that you need to restart your computer, so it will appear as enabled. This is how you enable your SMB. And now the second step is to collect IP of both machines. So I'm in my Windows machine. I will type cmd. I will run as administrator. I will use this command ip config. So my IPv4 address is 10.0.2.5, and now I will go to my Kali machine, and I will type if config, and you can see my IP address of Kali machine is 10.0.2.15. So you can see that they are in the same subnet, because both VMs IP needs to be in the same subnet. If they are in different subnet, they can't directly talk. So basically you need to keep them in same subnet. So the settings we need to do is net network. They will need to, if we keep them in net network, they will have internet access and the same subnet. So now I will show you how to create a net network. So go to your VirtualBox, go to tools from here, and you are seeing host only net networks and cloud network. So you'll go to net network and you will just press this create one and you will just apply. So after that you will need to go to your desired machine like Kali and go to settings, network, and you'll need to like just give it to select the option net network and it will be applied. And you'll need to do the same for Windows. Go to settings network and attach it to the net network, and that's all for enabling the net network in your device. So I've also collected my IP addresses and I've listed them here. So Windows IP is the target IP, and that's 10.0.2.5, and the Linux IP is the target IP, that's 10.0.2.15. Okay, so another thing we'll need to do in RDP is we'll need to enable the firewall rules for RDP. So I've written the rules here. This is the command I'll use, and this command basically enables all firewall rules in your remote desktop group. So this is the command, and I'll just press yes. You can see that it has updated one rule and it's saying okay. So now I will just use Hydra to brute force. I will go to my Kali machine. I will switch to sudo. Okay, so to brute force SMB and RDP, I'm using Hydra. And so the first thing you need to do is choose a word list or password list. You will give Hydra to brute force, like they will use that text password to brute force the system. So I will use rockyou.txt. So the first thing I can do is here locate rockyou.txt, and you can see that it's in the user share word list rockyou.txt folder. Okay, so now I'll need to go there. So I'm in my home now, and I'm in my root directory now. So I'm going to ls, and I can see user share. So I will just go cd, just copy it from here and paste the selection. So I am now in my user share word list, and I will list it down. You can see the rockyou.txt now. So I will start my brute force. So for RDP, I'm going to like explain it to you, the command. So this is basically Hydra -l basically means your login username, and after that you will give your username, and then -p means your password list file. So we are using user share word list rockyou.txt. This is the protocol we are going to brute force, and after that we will just give our target IP, that's our Windows machine's IP, and after that -v basically means the verbose mode, shows every login attempt. So that's basically how brute forcing is done in Hydra. So where to get the username? We can get it by just going to Windows and just use the command who am I. So you will get your user. This is basically the host machine's name, and this one is basically the username, that's lab. So now go to our Kali machine. I will clear it. So I will just, so now I'm doing the brute force of use RDP protocol. So let's start. You can see that it has tried the login lab using the password 123456. After that, this one, and it has successfully actually done the brute forcing, and we have successfully found our login and password. So this was basically how we do it using the RDP protocol, and now I will do it with SMB protocol. So I will just copy the command from here. I will paste it. So just run. and you can see it has easily guessed the same password again, the login lab and the password 123456. So using Hydra, we have actually successfully brute forced the machine, because you can see the login and also the password. But sometimes you will not be able to get the brute force done, and if you want to do some SOC analysis, you can go to your Windows machine. So you can see it has been logged out. That's because our brute force was successful. So normally what we do is we go to event viewer. Okay, so you will go to Windows logs, security, and you will be seeing logs like 4634, 4624, 4625. So 4624 basically means that account was successfully logged on. So if we filter our current log and give it 4625, which means that failed logon attempt, we will see nothing here because it hasn't failed and we have successfully brute forced. But if we filter it to 4624, you can see the time is 2:33, the time is matching, and it has been like logged on during this time. And we can also see that account was successfully logged on. What is success? 4634, an account was logged off, because this means the brute force was successful and the user has been logged in and then logged off. So this is how you have to like verify in Windows Event Viewer using this tool. So this is how you can verify your RDP and SMB attack. And another thing you can do is you can do Windows R, just press LUS. So the command I used is Windows R lusrmgr.msc. So if you go to users from here, lab, you can see the options of account is locked out. It's great, but sometimes you will be getting error after 10 brute force. But you can enable and disable the option of the account locked out or not. You want the account to be locked out or not, so for testing purpose basically. So you can check this option also. So today I showed how to do brute force using Hydra against the SMB and RDP. Hope you liked it. So this is all for today. I will